So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here, a clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. Well, I'm Peter Drury and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. We have already started here. So, Jim, would you say that this formation has become the norm in recent years?
Yeah, I think it's one that places the emphasis on yourself.
Mbappe! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Mbappe is offering a wry smile there.
And we have our very first corner. And now they can spring out of defence. And he's got the beating of his man. Now it's Mbappe. Out towards the flank. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, what more can we say, Peter, about Phil Foden? Described as so good and fundamental to his team, and some of the best brains in football have said that. He deserves it. He's got to be one of the most exciting players of his generation. What a talent.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt. Passing is crisp and sharp. Now it's Mbappe. Well, there's your danger man, a title that is entire... Oh, what a climb! And that's caused a worry or two. Now it's Haaland. That's good pressure, closed him down quickly. That's a good ball out wide. Gets into some space. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Well, they've got it back in a hurry.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Great defending, strong and determined. Good ball. Great chance! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Mbappe really should be making an apology. That longer range pass gave him a golden chance then.
Ruben Dias. Pass somewhat off target. Now it's Haaland. Cherki. That has been cut short. Neither side giving way. It has been tight. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. And he's had it nicked away. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Can he get it through? And there's green grass ahead of him. Bit too much weight on the pass. Matheus Nunes. And it's Bernardo Silva. This looks promising. Now this Foden. And there is the half-time whistle. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. Reflections on the first half?
Well, at least the defence can look back on a job pretty well done so far, Peter. I think they've squeezed the play quite well and they've been relentless in their pressing. So the energy levels have looked good.
No goals at this stage, but certainly not devoid of action. It is 0-0 here at half-time. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change. We need
shapes to shoot! Well, now it's a race for the ball. He's having a go! Oh! Fantastic! A finish of true class! And the second half is off to a flyer!
The goal scorer.
He won't get many simpler than that, but he's certainly not complaining.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, talk about the perfect start to the second half. They've certainly come out with more purpose, more energy, and it's paid off beautifully. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Decent progress down the left. He is through here. Hazard with the delivery. Good read, needed to be. Nico Gonzalez. Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. Engages and forces him off the ball. And they're not going to make any further progress now. And here's Drogba. And it's hoisted clear. Mbappe. Now there's... And he shoots! It's bounced back off the post. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, I think it's pretty clear. The message is to get the job done, and the sooner the better.
Just too much on that. So the team separated just by the one goal, which came early in the second period. 1-0 the score.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Might be danger here. Mbappe unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Ambitious ball here, and that could set him on his way. Well, that has not gone well.
Substitution on the field. Number 10.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Coming on the field. Number 52.
1-0 as we head towards the end.
Lewis.
Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. Spread it left. He's in space and looking for options. There's the delivery. And that should get the job done. Could have here their final chance.
Substitution in progress.
So there's going to be another change here.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Good ball over the top. Ruben Diaz spots it and intercepts. Vardiol. And that's really well manoeuvred. And the referee brings it to a close. Relief, finally. Now at last they can enjoy the taste of victory. Fingernails bitten to the quick, but they have got over the line. Quite a ride.
Hello, attendees.
How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Yeah, it was a fairly stern test with very little between two teams that scrapped for everything.
Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here, a clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands.
This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter, it's great to be on board.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here, things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon.
We have already started here. So Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, there's a player below Peter who loves the high intensity, and it's Lautaro Martinez. His very direct style, as well as the ability to change rhythm, I think he would go down well in a lot of other teams. But the way he likes to press in the final third, it's something that's often overlooked, something that contributes to that directness. He puts a big shift in.
I think the opposition defence agree too. He's going to be the source of so many of their headaches.
Luis Enrique. Puyol getting this one clear.
Referee's given a throw.
Incoming delivery. Cleared without hesitation. Played out to the left flank.
I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Azar.
Taken back almost at once. Played towards the front line. Bisek gets across to intercept that.
Drogba. Good driving run.
Good ball, good take. And he's there to retrieve it. Bastoni.
Well, caution is dominating proceedings. This isn't meeting expectations.
Bastoni. Carlos Augusto looks to get on the end of this.
Inter really have found that they're getting more space out wide, and I can see now there's a lot of activity developing in that area, Peter.
Yeah, it's busy in there, isn't it?
Yeah, the wide players are doing their stuff and are grabbing the attention right now.
Oh, he's been caught on it here! And the shot! That was superb goalkeeping!
Drogba clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And we have our very first corner. Tries to get it clear. And the volley. And that's off target.
Well, I suppose he was being urged to shoot. Maybe the crowd will stay a little quieter next time.
Barella.
Niceties are not part of this approach. This is actually quite aggressive.
Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example.
A header! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Robertson spots it and intercepts. He is through here, drilled in low.
And he's quick to get it clear again.
1 minute added time.
Plays a sharp little ball here.
And the shot! Robert.
And that is going to be the final action of the first half. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying.
An engrossing half, but we're still where we started, 0-0.
Transportation today, please watch the screen for train departure times from all local major stations.
And we're underway again.
So the first half brought no goals.
Facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup.
Sommer gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Puyol cuts it out. Koundé. That has been cut short. And it's Hazard.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Thinks about the shots.
Shot, surely! And again! They've done it! First blood drawn. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
After 60 minutes is number 33, Zai Emery. Zai Emery. Zai Emery.
A 1-0 lead established.
Well, it looks like a bit of half-time encouragement was all that was needed, because we have a very different game on our hands now, Peter. Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Hazard! He scores! A 2-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Number 7, Eden Hazard. Eden Hazard. Eden Hazard.
So that's 2 now without reply.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
No way through there.
That pass has been well intercepted. No question, this is the man you want to get on to the end of things. And that's gone all the way through to the keeper. Luis Enrique. Barella.
Into the last quarter of an hour. There will be a throw-in.
Substitution.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Luis Enrique stood his ground strongly. Barella. Now that looks a decent ball.
Ahead by 2 and just about into the home straight.
Brilliantly cut out. Carlos Augusto. Now Martinez. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. And it's Carlos Augusto. Now it's Thuram. Mbappe. But that has not gone well. Back into the middle. Shot, takes a shot! Just cruising! They are cruising!
And they are cruising away.
They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
But Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
Substitution on the field. Number 7, Hazard.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
Number 15, Goulet. Substitution in progress.
Drogba.
There will be 5 minutes added time.
Knocks it into space. Barella. Foden wins the duel this time.
And that is it, the referee has seen enough. Well, that was a tale of two very different teams. One driven, ruthless, prolific, the other quite the opposite in all of those areas. The result, a very accurate reflection of what we saw.
Zaire Emery claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument.
So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions to the letter, it would seem. Everything working very nice.
Well, this is just joyous. The perfect backdrop as both
everybody,
sides
and
look to
welcome
clear
to
the first
today's match.
hurdle. Supporters here in terrific numbers. So will they be going back happy at the end of 90 minutes? Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. So we're up and running. Well, if there's one player that stands out in this lineup, it has to be Frank Lampard, a leader, a conductor, and on so many occasions a match winner, Jim.
Yeah, he'll have a critical role to play here, Peter. He's so important. I think he's going to occupy a central position, starting as either a deep-line playmaker or central midfielder. But with such a good engine, you combine that with the creativity and the eye for goal, and I'm sure just about everything this team does will go through him.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. He has found the way through. Triol gets it away. Aims beyond the defence. Oh, this looks sharp. Now it's Vinicius Junior. He's got away. Vinicius Junior! In he goes again! It's there! Sharp, simple, satisfying. He just knew what was on.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
Goal! After 14 minutes is number 10, Kylian Mbappe.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Tries to play it through. Ribéry. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Cleared without complication. Threads one in. Looking to play him in.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Has a look and plays it forward. Well, that has not gone well. Tries to get it clear. Nicely shaped ball. Van Dijk gets flagged offside. That pass isn't the best. Tries to pass it through. Can he finish? It's Luke. Oh, he's been caught napping. And it's made its way to him. And the finish! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
That's great industry from the front line there. A lot of chasing, a lot of pressure, and they forced the error.
Now it's Lewandowski. He's found the way through. And that's gone loose. He's shifting through the gears here. And that has been cleared. He's gone for goal. Oh, that was a half-decent effort. Searching pass he's played there. Kagawa. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be.
There will be 1 minute added time.
And he's taking no chances there. And it's Zaire Emery. And the half-time whistle goes. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead, and that gives them something to build on after the break.
And now,
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
Substitutions taking place.
That gets things going for the second half.
Well, I think starting this half in a strong manner is essential, Peter, if you're chasing the game, which they are. You know, go with intent and purpose. Let your opponents know you're not just going to quietly bow down.
Oh, he'd have done well to reach that.
Dealt with nicely by the defence.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him. We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and
And he shoots! And it's in! Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get pressed from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
Madrid are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
Now he's got space here. Puyol cuts it out. Madrid are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease.
That is a great pick out.
Now there's a fine ball. Oh, that's horribly mistimed, and it's given. Penalty. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. And the referee has shown him a yellow card.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
So this to extend their lead. Calm as you like, and they're running away with it. Not a twitch, not a blink.
Yeah, the keeper was trying to make him think that he was going to dive one way here. Could have just held a little longer.
After 64 minutes is number 14, Dstuds.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
And he's managed to get rid. And that has put paid to that. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. And this is Pele. Lewandowski. Cleared away. And the pass is intercepted. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Can he get on the end of this? Knocks it into space. Van Dijk gets good distance on it.
Substitution on the field. Number 26, Kagawa. Number 10, number 14.
Gets a good foot in there.
Conte. Coming on the field, number 13.
Defending of the desperate
Number
variety.
4, Phil
Oh, they
Foden.
could be caught out here.
Number 16, Rodri.
No messing about, just bludgeoned away. And that's going to be a goal kick. Now it's Lewandowski.
There will be 5 minutes added time.
Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. Oh, what a mistake! Great vision. He's being urged to shoot. And this is Lampard. Shot could be on. He's had a shot! And it's there! Over the hills and far away! No catching them now! There was no getting to that. No getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. And that will be it. A tale of two teams, one irresistible, unstoppable, the other fragile and seemingly clueless. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Well, Peter, I really couldn't see what this team was trying to achieve, whether it's the manager's message not getting through or not having the right players in the right positions. It all looked a bit lost.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage.
And so we reach a fork in the road. Fortunes can turn either way from this point. One path leads to where they all want to be, or at least a significant step closer to it. What doesn't bear thinking about is the alternative. It is time for the central characters to stand tall. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So we're up and running.
There's Vitor Baia, Peter, exuding his unique brand of calm and confidence, as per usual.
Yeah, he's one of those keepers, isn't he, who has that certain aura around him.
And I think that gives the defence a massive boost. Having someone like that behind you can really give you that insurance, that psychological edge.
Real chance! Off the post! Cleared away.
Jordan Henderson produces the perfect tackle there. Well, that pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way.
Oh, that's well spotted. Looking for options for movement. And this is Batistuta. And he's in on goal. Owen! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. That's going to go a long way. Ah, good steal. He just read it. Another throw-in. Shoots! Ruud Gullit! Beyond special! What a player! That is a gem! An absolute gem! That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
Milan have penetrated for the first time.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game. Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. And that was very necessary. Van Dijk. Oh, easy pickings there. Inzaghi takes control of it and he's on them. It's Inzaghi! And for a moment, time stood still.
He's a lucky boy there. You lose the ball like that, and usually you're going to get punished.
And it's Kagawa. Threads one in. Pass somewhat off target. And that's really well manoeuvred. Now it's Owen. Tries to play it through. And he's there to belt it away. Looking for a runner. Now it's Pele. Kante gets across to intercept that. That is ended up in no man's land.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
He's through, now is he in? That's very neat. Kante did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Cleared without complication. And this is Inzaghi.
1 minute added time.
There's the whistle for half-time.
Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
And we're already back up and running after half-time.
It's not easy being down in situations like this. I know it's an overused term, but you really have to play with courage. Be brave, and let's see where it gets you. You might just get lucky because of it.
Zaire Emery plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Opts for safety. Pass is just off target. Engages and forces him off the ball. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Van Dijk with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. Van Dijk has been shown a yellow card for that offence, just to confirm. Oh, he takes a shot! It's a goal! 2 up now, and they are cruising. Sharp, simple, satisfying. He just knew what was on.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
Milan are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And the shot! It's run loose, Kagawa! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And we have our very first corner. Kagawa! Oh, he's burst through. Batistuta. He's one-on-one, and Batistuta! Oh, denied brilliantly.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
That is good alertness. Great vision. More and more pressure on the ball here. Oh, they could be caught out here. Nice physical challenge. Filippo Inzaghi. Is there any support? He might not need it.
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. There's the whistle, and here we go.
Well, Xabi Alonso is the standout. He'll be looking to set the tempo and dictate the play here, Peter.
He is so integral to this team, isn't he?
Yeah, he has the quarterback influence on a team so that as soon as he gets on the ball, everyone starts making runs. He's a master passer and a beautiful manipulator of the ball.
Kagawa. Good take, and is he in? Oh, that's well spotted. Valverde. Xabi Alonso. And the counter is on. That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. Delicate ball, and it needs to be. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Baresi. And it's Puyol. Ball played for Conte. Ribéry looking to penetrate opposition lines. And it's Kane. Looking to play him in. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. And he's on his way! Now, he's got space here. Well, that pass isn't the best. Xabi Alonso. Olise.
Oh, look, this is about as tentative as it comes. Hopefully, a football match will break out soon.
Stood up well to him there. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Oh, easy pickings there. Xabi Alonso, back into the middle. Now there's a fine ball. Van Dijk gets it clear. Ball is over the line. Cross goes in there. Oh, what a climb! And oh, he's got that completely wrong.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Now it's Pele. Oh, super ball. He's free, he has... Lewandowski!
I'll tell you, Peter, the keeper owes him big time there. He's lucky his mate was wide awake to that.
He is through here. It's gone out for a throw-in. And here's Kane, played back.
Just too much pressure. Had to go that way.
Olise! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
This is why he's so highly regarded. Absolutely fantastic.
It's not an especially good pass, that. And now they can spring out of defence. Van Dijk gets over and intercepts. Aimed beyond the defence. That's been cut out, well played.
1 minute added time.
Olise. That's a promising run he's making on the right. And there is the half-time whistle. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break.
Please watch the screen if you have a ticket.
Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither managed...
Great chance! They've scored! The second half sparked straight into life.
Well, Peter, they're trying to claim offside here, but this stinks of desperation to me. They know they've got it wrong.
After 48 minutes is number 14, Robert Lewandowski.
So the first moment of real significance.
And talk about the perfect time to score. The manager's giving nothing away, but he'll be thrilled inside.
And the shot! Oh, it's gone in! They're level in a trice!
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
After 51 minutes is
Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
And how easy did he make that look? That is supreme.
Robert Lewandowski.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop, just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
Looking for options for movement. That's the keeper's ball. Alexander-Arnold. Oh, that's a very decent ball now. Vardiol gets good distance on it. Zaire Emery plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. And he shoots! It's a goal! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Minutes is number 18, Robert Lewandowski. Robert Lewandowski. Robert Lewandowski.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on? Or even better, can they get another?
That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Xabi Alonso spots it and intercepts. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. A probing pass. And he stands tall, impenetrable. They're trying everything to subdue him here.
Well, he's profited handsomely already in this match, and at last their sense of danger has brought them to a possible solution.
Pele! He should have put that one away.
Just got too eager there, I think, Peter. Had half an eye on the two-goal cushion.
Substitution on the field. Number 14.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case. Manchester United really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Xabi Alonso cuts it out. Alexander-Arnold out to the right. Zaire Emery. And no, that is pretty much the end of that.
It's Pele! Goal! 2 up now, and they are cruising. There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
Substitution on the field. Number 22.
So there's going to be another change here.
Number 26.
2 up and very little time left. Surely this is it.
Well, I think if they're going to have any hope from here, they'll need to see their more experienced lads step up to the plate now.
Little pass back.
They're really getting no time to think on the ball here.
Now it's Lewandowski. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. And that was very necessary.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
That's that, the end.
What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game from those players. What unity, what joy. That was so very, very good.
Lewandowski taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so.
Well, there is a definite sense of occasion here as both teams square up to each other with fire in their eyes. This is a day for hope, for expectation, for renewed ambition. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. Well, we're on the way. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, I think it's going to be hard, Peter, not to pick out the very talented Michael Elise here. We love his creativity and his ability to drift inside and find a little bit of space and then do serious damage. But potential was always in his game from a very young age, and he's realising that potential now, and he really is growing into something quite devastating.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same. Chance for a shot! Goal! Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Over to the left. It's a pretty loose pass. And he's lost his man here. Nice bit of trickery.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And here's Haaland. Danger averted for now. No, it's come to nothing. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Decent progress down the left. What a throw in. Ah, good steal, he just read it. That pass has been well intercepted. Cannavaro cuts out the pass. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Pele, Lewandowski, can he finish? And he was there to get a vital touch.
Yeah, I thought the keeper did well to retrieve that. They work all week on that sort of situation, and he reacted very well then.
Cannavaro makes the interception. Now it's Neymar. Roberto Carlos kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Hazard. And it's Neymar. Not the most accurate pass. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Pele. And that pass just didn't quite work. Puyol gets over and intercepts. And the whistle goes for half-time. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time, because in truth they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
Here we go again.
Well, I think in these circumstances it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
No, again there's no way through. Hazard.
Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
Cafu. Olise. Strong challenge. That could leave a mark. Neymar. Now that looks a decent ball. Down by a goal, needing to go up a gear. That's how it looks here. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Pass is just off target.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Out to the left it goes. Olise does have his name on the score sheet, of course. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Van Dijk. It's Pella! And it's hit the woodwork and out!
Substitution on the field. Number 20, Hazard.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Well, Peter, I don't think there's anything tactical or injury related here. I think it's just all about the push for a goal now.
Oh, what has happened here? Haaland couldn't quite force his way through this time, but boy, he had a go at it.
Well, I think it's good he took the opportunity to run at that back line. I'm sure it won't deter him either.
Raul, forever the opportunist. A sniff, that's all he needs. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Albacete have got it back, and they'll have another go. Looking for options for movement. And it's Doué. Oh, no question, that's a foul. And the referee has shown him a yellow card.
Substitution.
Doué, and this is Raul.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Substitutions taking place.
It is looking like the end. If anything's going to happen, it's got to happen now.
At least they're going about it as they should, having brought this on themselves.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Played back in. Oh, nicely intercepted. And it's Kagawa. Zaire Emery. Cannavaro gets it clear.
Indicated.
And he was quick to react. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Great ball if he can get there. Deftly away. And reclaimed it in a trice. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the game's only really meaningful moment. Intriguing for the neutrals, unbearable, sometimes unwatchable for those with a vested interest.
From today's match is now on
So, Jim,
sale
how do
in
you
the
reflect
stadium.
on what we've seen?
It's just a bad day at the office, Peter. They look below par in all areas, and it has to be called.
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So that's got things underway. Jim, how are you reading the formation?
Yeah, Peter, you can look at this formation 1 minute and think that it is 4-3-3, and the next time you check it'll...
Goes! He scores! Great vision. Can he latch on to this? He's picked his way through. Applies the finish! I'll be a bit disappointed with that.
Oh, it looked like he tried to give it some extra whip.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Here's a chance! Decent enough try.
Very speculative with little threat, if any, for the keeper.
And he's had it nicked away. And he's intervened well there. So, Jim, tell me this. It's gone! And it's hit the woodwork and out! Takes a shot! Oh, that's a waste.
Well, it was going to take something a bit special from there, and that wasn't it.
Oh, easy pickings there. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Now, can they get him away? Gets into some space. Goes for goal! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Yeah, the ball in there was simply superb. He won't be too happy that it's gone to waste like that.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Tele thinks one through. Header! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And we have our very first corner. Oh, he's been flattened there. And now they can spring out of defence. Nicely weighted ball. Roberto Carlos, a player who needs no introduction. Not the most convincing of passes. Van Dijk spots it and intercepts. Oh, that's a key interception. Looking for options for movement. And that's going to be a goal kick. And he cuts out the supply. Throw in. Pinches it off him.
You have to expect that from everyone now. That's just playing it safe and simple.
5 minutes till the break. Knocks it into space.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
It's gone out for a throw-in. That is Conte, done delicately. And that is expertly dealt with. It's their second corner of the game.
Two added minutes has been indicated.
Cannavaro getting this one clear. There's the whistle for half-time. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, there's one standout, Peter, that needs improving, and that's the passing. All too often it's been found wanting, you know, much to the frustration of everyone around, and I'd go so far as to say that it's the biggest contributor as to why we have the scoreline we do.
An intriguing half, lacking only in goals. The score 0-0. And the game has already resumed here.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
The ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances.
Well, there's lots of movement in the box for them to pick out.
Hazard.
Vitoria clearly are trying to establish themselves as a team that likes to retain the ball, Peter.
And it's a good watch, Jim, isn't it?
Well, it is, and it's always a pleasure for me to see a team move the ball in silky fashion like this. But you know what's coming next, Peter. It has to be with a mean cutting edge.
Hazard. Bellingham. Best part of an hour, and still no breakthrough from either side. And it's Hazard. That has been cut short. Nicely spread. Can he get it through? Mbappe in a... Can he finish? Batistuta! Utterly brilliant! A finish of true class! The breakthrough arrives at last! The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Again, that's terrific movement, Peter, and an even better pass. It's beautifully played.
Vitoria are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, when the going gets tough, etc., they can still turn this round, I think.
Spread neatly. It's a promising position. Oh, it's come loose. Aimed beyond the defence. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And that's a throw-in. He's a sharp little ball here. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Chance, surely! Well, the contact was true enough, the aim wasn't quite.
Well, the keeper looks perplexed. That was hit with real ferocity.
Looking to play him in. It's a pretty loose pass. He won't be happy with that one. And he's picked it up out wide. Short changes him with that pass. Ambitious ball here. Tries to play it through. Looking for the run.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
He's having a shot! They've done it! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Vitoria are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Well, I think it's just the reward for their application. They've played with great courage to try and kill this off, and for me, it looks like they've just about done it.
And the pass is intercepted. Robertson. Oh, well played, well sorted out.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
And this is Batistuta. Now that looks a decent ball. Bellingham. He's not played the ball, that's a foul. Well, that's a booking, always looked it. And that's that. In the end then, no joy. Not for the want of trying, not for the want of running. Simply they were beaten by a better team on the day. So Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Well, there was a distinct lack of clarity or commitment in everything the players were trying to do. Looking pretty lethargic, and they were ruthlessly exploited and deserved to be.
Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So off we go then. Barcelona have gone with what looks like an orthodox 4-4-2, Jim.
Well, what I like about this system, Peter, is the way in which both central midfielders have to work in tandem. If one opts to go forward, the other sits, and when one moves either side to snuff out an attack, the other will hold the central ground. Communication is obviously vital to make it a success, but this team knows what it's doing, and I think we're going to see that reflected.
Comes under pressure and it's come loose. Quality ball.
It's a pretty loose pass.
Can he get it through?
That has been cut short. Well, that pass isn't the best. That's a little off target. And this is Rui Costa.
Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one.
Barcelona finding their passes.
Searching passes played there.
Well, if you're looking for a match winner down there, Peter, we can't ignore...
Chance! It's anyone's ball now.
He was berating his defence before making the save, and he's at it again now.
And it's Rijkaard.
Lobbed in behind. Cleared without hesitation.
Barcelona with the corner, they're first.
Pele clears it away. And now they can spring out of defence. Oh, that's a very decent ball now.
Zaire Emery.
Can so cleverly bypass the press. And this is Pele.
And here's Batistuta. So a third of the match or thereabouts gone, and we still await the first goal.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Cannavaro can get it clear. Barcelona have the chance to go the other way.
Some good work on the right flank here, and he's worked it through. Big chance! Goal! Barcelona! And that was as close to certain as can be.
Well, my sympathies go to the keeper, who was left horribly exposed. You don't expect players to switch off in front of goal like that.
After 36 minutes is number 18, Manuel Rui Costa. Manuel Rui Costa. Manuel Rui Costa.
So we have our breakthrough.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while.
Goes for a shot! And it's in! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. Can he finish? He's delivered all right!
And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
It's gone out for a throw-in.
And that's definitely not his best.
And the half-time whistle goes.
Well, the scoreline at half-time, a fair reflection of things overall, you'd have to say that. There was certainly no lack of effort or endeavour in the first half.
I'm afraid to tell
No,
you that
well,
we're
the
expecting
pickings
traffic to
certainly
be
have
heavy
been
after
rich
the
in this
final
first
whistle
half.
today.
Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker, and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
There's the start of the second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
There's no getting past him. It's really well defended. He's found a way through. And Batistuta! Oh, it's fallen loose again. Hazard clears. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Threads one in. Gerrard, a player who needs no introduction. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
So can they find a way to turn round this deficit? Lewandowski. No messing about, just bludgeoned away.
No, not quite on the same wavelength.
And that's been won straight back. David Villa gets flagged offside.
Baresi. Now, can they get him away? And that's a simple one for the keeper.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
And he's being shifted off it. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Substitution for Barcelona. Number 18.
Ribery is behind this one.
11.
We could be looking at a game...
Ribery!
Number 19.
Oh, lots on that one, but he couldn't find the target.
Van Dijk kept his eye on it, and he's there. Lovely ball and he's having a shot! And yes, it's there! What remarkable powers of recovery!
Yeah, and it's very much deserved in the circumstances. In these games, it's so tempting to maybe get a little sorry for yourselves, but...
Oh, shooting chance!
Number 9.
And no, he couldn't find the finish.
Oh, unlucky. There's the urgency they need, and it nearly brought them a goal.
Substitution in progress.
Now he's got space here. Adams kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Tries to pass it through. Kagawa gets into some space. And he's taking no chances there.
4 added minutes has been indicated.
4 added minutes on the board. Gerrard. He's a sharp little ball here.
Now there's a great chance! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
Villa did very well to get himself one-on-one. Now he's got to figure out how to beat the keeper.
All hands on deck for this one. And that will be it. So it does end all square. Inspiration, perspiration, both on show in equal measure. Just not enough on either side to find a winner. Lewandowski
Voted man of the match, and deservedly
Please turn your
so.
attention to the screen for information.
Any
provided
reflections
by
on
the
what you've
local
seen, Jim?
police.
Well, neither side could get over the line here. Perhaps one team might be happier, but at the final reckoning, it's honours even and no complaints.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. And few venues rise to an occasion quite like this one. It is, of course, the world-famous Old Trafford. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. So a very special reception for the very special Franck Ribéry.
Very true, and I think all of us here are expecting an awful lot from him. He is, as far as I'm concerned, one of the very best in his preferred left-wing position. He said himself that that's where he feels most free.
I guess that's what gives him the freedom to make use of his pace, his movement, and his ability to shoot from a fair way out.
Correct.
Pogba has a look inside the box. A heavy challenge. The ball has bounced loose now. Oh, this is a great position. Now it's Lewandowski. Knocks it into space. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. There will be a throw-in. No, not quite on the same wavelength. No, that pass has been well intercepted. It's Pelé! And it's a goal! And just like that, he hits 50. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
So the first goal of the game.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Oh, he couldn't quite make it. Now it's Mbappe. Searching pass he's played there. Jimenez gets over and intercepts. Threads one in. Back into the middle. Look at the space here. Oh, and the finish! He's got a goal! They're level in a trice!
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
Just gorgeous, the most glorious, delicious of touches, followed up with an unerring finish.
Speed of thought, speed of action, that's another really clever finish.
Manchester United grab the equaliser and we're all square.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
Oh, there's a probing ball. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Not the most accurate pass. Played into space. Marquinhos kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Pogba. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Van Dijk is the guilty party there. Oh, nearly. Poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away. Nicely weighted ball. Now there's a fine ball. He's had a shot! Goal! Manchester United! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
Manchester United get themselves into the lead.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation, no more, no less.
Looking for a runner, and he's worked it through. Chance! Really well taken goal. A quite incredible spell. They are flying.
Yeah, and he did well not to stray offside there as well, Peter. He just seemed to instinctively know when the ball was going to be delivered, and he got it right.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
I wonder if the manager is tempted to go for another and really kill the game off completely. I, for one, think he should now.
And the first half is done.
Hello everybody, and a quick announcement now. We would like to ask you all to kindly stay seated during the match. Thank you for your cooperation.
Substitution for Manchester United. Number 22, Eduardo Camavinga.
And that's the start of another 45 minutes.
Number 20, McTominay.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they...
Shapes to shoot! Now that is commitment to the cause. And we have our very first corner. And he gets rid in a hurry. Just about within shooting range. Nuno Mendes. Puyol cuts out the pass. He's got away. He's having a shot! And it's there! Up by 3. They have their boot on the throats of their foes. Simplicity itself.
Mbappe really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
It's starting to look like a done deal now. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Haaland unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Thinks one through. Oh, easy pickings there. Now he's got space here. That's good vision. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
And the pass is intercepted. Nuno Mendes is offering some sort of an apology there.
clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
And there's a searching pass.
Out of play for a goal kick. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Ball's gone out of play.
Looking for the run, and he's picked it up out wide. He has found the way through. And a chance! It's in! Yet another goal in an awesome performance. They are in complete charge. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
Well, he's been on a crusade, and his first goal seemed to just whet the appetite.
It's become a case of men against boys.
He's had it taken off him. Mbappe proves just a little bit too strong.
Nice defending, it's got the job done. Nuno Mendes. Great chance! Oh no, it's an own goal!
I've been there myself, and that's the last thing he wanted to happen. I really sympathise.
Fortuitous as it may have been, they all count one.
Confirmation that there will be 4 minutes stoppage time.
And that's it. Well, what a game. Unpredictable to the very end, momentum shifting this way and that. The kind of match, as neutrals, we all love to come and see.
Your final thoughts, Jim?
One-sided and only one winner.
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. And that gets things running.
I think we can look forward to another striking masterclass from Van Basten here, Peter.
Well, many have cited him as the greatest striker of all time, but what in your eyes made him that, Jim?
Well, in a word, everything, Peter. He had it all. Pace, power, technique, vision, dribbling, strength in the air. He's a cut above the rest in all departments, and brilliant imagination.
And the shot! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Lewandowski is offering a wry smile there.
And we have our very first corner. And he shoots! And he's done it!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
He won't get many simpler than that, but he's certainly not complaining.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Great vision. Rui Costa. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Goes down, but nothing given. Decent progress down the left. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And that is as far as they're going to go. Hazard. It's a pretty loose pass. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
Zaire Emery is sporting a guilty look after that.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
He's going for goal! Oh, it's hit the post! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Well, that's confidence for you. Distance doesn't even bother him.
Corner number 2 then. Punched away. Tries from distance. Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. Now it's Van Basten. Baresi is the guilty party there. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. Rijkaard is always scanning the pitch for targets. Takes the shot! Oh, he gave that an almighty thump.
Yeah, it didn't come off, but you can praise the drive and the application. It was beautifully hit.
Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
He's in a great position here. There's the header! Oh, that is a great stop! Oh, that pass isn't the best. That is ended up in no man's land. He's had a shot! Oh, that is rather wayward.
He just didn't catch that one right, and he knows it.
And they're not going to make any further progress now. And this is Lewandowski.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
It's not an especially good pass, that. Cafu.
Adams. Nicely weighted ball. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Swept in. And there is the half-time whistle. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
I think on the whole the team linked up very well and has been organised, hence their position. They can afford to be a little braver with the ball, I think, something they'll be told many times, I'm sure, during the interval.
Leading 1-0 at the break. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. Oh, this looks sharp. Barcelona trying, that could spell trouble. He's beaten the last man. Big chance, shapes to shoot! And it's in! A two-goal lead and they're firmly in control. That really is quite fabulous, all his own doing.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about, excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
So that's two now without reply.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
And here's Raul. Can he get it through?
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And that should get the job done. That's a throw. Kagawa can see things others simply cannot. Cute ball now. Lewandowski! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Corner number 3 coming up. Big header! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Some resolute defending there. Kagawa. Oh, played right into his path. And that pass just didn't quite work. Rijkaard. Not the most accurate pass. Threads one in. Out of play for a goal kick.
Substitution on the field, number 18.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. Pele coming on here. A change that was broadly anticipated.
Yeah, he's looking for instructions, probably something along the lines of go make a nuisance of yourself.
Messi, he's picked his way through. That's the throw. Raul plays it in. And he's taking no chances there. It's Rui Costa! Oh, it's come off the upright.
Substitution on the field, number 26, Kagawa. Coming on the field is number 15, Bruno Fernandes.
That's a little off target. Raul. Leading by 2 and the finishing line in sight. Hazard will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Good read, needed to be. Tries to pass it through, and he's intervened well there. Adams. Good ball, good take.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Rui Costa.
4
And it's
added minutes
Eto.
has been indicated.
There will be 4 extra minutes. He's in plenty of space here.
Oh, nicely intercepted.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
And that will be it. Perhaps not quite utopia, not what was entirely desired, but most importantly, they have the result that was of paramount importance. Good enough in the eyes of their people.
And a quick
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here.
Hello, everybody,
Gorgeous,
and welcome
gorgeous
to today's
evening. The
match.
skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic.
This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
Well, the pre-match...
He's gone for goal! That's a half-decent try.
Well, to put it this way, he's probably made better decisions.
That's a lovely, neat pass. He's looking wide. Hoisted in.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Now, try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. Short changes him with that pass. And it's Hoffman. Now that looks a decent ball.
He's had a shot!
They want to be quick to recover this.
Oh, that's a foul. Which side of the line is that? The referee has given a free kick just outside the box. Well, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
He's having a go. Has another go!
And now they can clear their lines. Quarter of an hour played. And that's gone behind for a goal kick. Still goalless at the moment. Aimed beyond the defence.
Nicked it back promptly.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
It's Lewandowski! He's scored!
There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
After 26 minutes is number 18, Robert Lewandowski.
So the first goal of the game.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a...
Lewandowski! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Lewandowski clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And we have our very first corner. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. A probing part,
And the shot! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
and if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. No question, this is the man you want to get on to the end of things.
Picked out, oh, shooting chance! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Referee's had a good look and given a corner.
It's their second corner of the game. Goulart
Goes short. Goes for a shot! Sticks it away! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring!
The goal scorer after 39 minutes is number 10.
So that's 2 now without reply.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
Half-time getting close now. Now it's Lewandowski. That ball looks a good one. Mbappe is on his own. Back into the middle.
Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Tapsoba pinches it off him. Plays a sharp little ball. It's Lewandowski!
Oh, that was nice. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. How would you review the first half?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
It has been a remarkable contest, decorated by goals, and 2 between them at half-time. So we're just settling back into this second half.
Garcia.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Goulet knocks it into space.
Well, that's beautifully weighted.
Garcia. And it's Hoffman. Hoffman.
Oh, he's found support out wide. Up he goes! It's in! Just 1 goal in it now! Game on! It was wonderfully efficient.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Bayer Leverkusen get themselves back into contention.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the response he'd be looking for.
Lewandowski under intense pressure.
Well, to be fair to that defence, it's nigh on impossible to cater for such astute...
Mbappe! It's hit the crossbar. In he goes again. And yes, it's there! A 2-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. Sharp, simple, satisfying. He just knew what was on.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, there's only one team in it at the moment, and the question is, will they be happy to sit on this?
And he's cleared it out of harm's way. And it's Hoffman.
Good ball. Can he finish? Oh, it's hit the post. No, he couldn't get hold of it.
Substitution for Leverkusen, number 10.
Bayer Leverkusen choosing to make the first change.
They've played it short. And that's left him on the seat of his pants. And now they can spring out of defence. And this is Lewandowski. He's through, it's 1-on-1. And he nearly went all the way.
Well, that was certainly impressive, Peter. Great run, just a shame the finish let him down.
Substitution for Leverkusen, number 35.
So will they make it count
7,
again?
Hoffman. Coming on the field, number 14.
That's the keeper's ball.
Bayer Leverkusen are looking to go forward now.
He won't be happy with that one.
Lovely pass, but can he get there?
He can get that clear. And claimed it back swiftly. Oh, shooting chance!
And that is
Certainly not what he had in mind.
Yeah, that was a fantastic run, and it showed how brilliantly energetic he is.
Substitution in progress.
Well, there is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Ben Sagir.
Ben Sagir!
That is a super hit, but it was always just off target.
Well, he looks like he's annoyed with himself there. He didn't do an awful lot wrong, did he?
Substitutions taking place.
So there's going to be another change here. Tries to play it through.
Now the ball's gone astray.
Tapsoba goes sliding in.
Indicated.
Andrik.
And he's gone direct here. Searching pass he's played there.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Great ball if he can get there. Decent chance! Close, but time for no more. The whistle has gone. So smiles all round as they shamelessly indulge in the post-whistle euphoria. A win achieved through the right balance of industry and inspiration. A really satisfying day's work.
Please report to the staff
How would you
room
summarise what
immediately.
we've seen today then, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's...